Hey y'all, and welcome back to a new video on my channel. My name is Zadmad, and today I'll be talking about how strong Denji Hayakawa is, right? So to make things simple, we'll be going through all of his attributes, right? His strength, his speed, his regeneration, his endurance, all of it, right? And by the end of the video, I'll be putting Denji in a tier list, right? Now, the thing is, I'll be making multiple videos like this of different characters and how strong they are. And by the end of this series, you could say, each character will be put in this tier list. The first character to get this power scale video is obviously the main character, Denji Hayakawa. And so let's start, shall we? Okay, so since this is a power scale video, I'll be talking about Denji's physical strength first. In the first chapter, we can see Denji basically cutting through zombies and low tier devils like the zombie devil, like paper, right? Basically like paper. Then we can see the same happen with his fight against the Bat Devil. He easily cuts through the Bat Devil's body without any problems at all. During that fight, we also saw him punch Bat Devil through a building, and we saw him picking up cars and throwing them around without any much of a struggle, right? In his fight with the Leech Devil, we saw him keeping up for quite a while despite being in his human form. Then in his fight with Katana Man, we saw that Denji punch him through walls, and in their second fight, we saw Denji slicing Katana Man in half with only one swing. Against his fight with the Doll Devil, he was pulling her towards himself, despite burning in flames and also being held back by multiple dolls. The Doll Devil can easily destroy large buildings, but couldn't stop Denji from pulling her in, even with multiple dolls helping her. Denji then pummels the doll with a car, causing an explosion and thus defeating the Doll Devil. In his fight against the Gun Fiend, he was mostly on defense, since he didn't want to kill Aki, right? The Gun Fiend easily is town level, with how he was destroying buildings just left and right. But once Denji went on the full offensive, he was able to quickly finish off the Gun Fiend, despite not wanting to at all, right? That's mostly all we get to see of him in part 1. Now in part 2, the first fight we see him is against the Cockroach Devil. The Cockroach Devil was strong enough to destroy large-scale buildings as well, but it wasn't any problem for Denji, right? The last time we saw Denji fight in this form, was against the 3 weapon hybrids, and despite all the hybrids having superhuman strength basically, Denji was able to one-shot all 3 of them, right? So overall, I'd put Denji in a large building level to small town level when it comes to physical strength. Now let's talk about endurance, right? The Bat Devil's sonic boom attack can easily destroy multiple large buildings, but once Denji was hit by it, it only broke one of his arms. He took multiple hits from the Leech Devil in his human form, but still fought for quite a while. Katana Man tackled him through multiple buildings and made him crash into a train, but again he wasn't injured much. Against Reze, he was getting hit with explosions that could literally destroy large buildings, but even after getting hit with quite a few of them, Denji was in fully fighting condition. His next feat comes from getting punched by the Doll Devil but not sustaining any damage, who I previously stated was even stronger than large building level, right? Much stronger than large building level. He was fighting the Doll Devil and her doll minions while being engulfed in flames. Then he got hit by a car and exploded, but despite all of that, he still kept on fighting. Next, in the Gun Fiend fight, he was deflecting bullets that could literally obliterate any buildings in the area, large, small, whatever, right? It could obliterate it all, and he just deflected one. he was hit with a few of those bullets as well, but still continued to fight. Against the cockroach devil, he was hit by multiple large building scale attacks, but wasn't injured at all, to be honest. Next, I want to talk about Denji's regeneration. Now, Denji can both regenerate by pulling his ripcord or by drinking blood. I will be scaling his regeneration from the moments he didn't need blood to heal himself. First, when he broke his arm and fingers fighting the Bat Devil. He was able to regenerate fully without any blood. After getting both his arms blown away by Reze, he was able to regenerate without any blood again, right? For the entirety of his fight against Doll Devil, he was continuously burning and regenerating at once. Now I want to mention that Denji's regeneration got its true spotlight in part 2, at least for me, right? While he was fighting the Falling Devil, a primal fear, Denji was getting each of his body parts sliced off, but he didn't use blood to regenerate for quite a while. Like, he used blood, but that was by the end of the fight, right? At the start, he wasn't using blood to regenerate. When he was trying to escape from the Justice Devil, he was getting slashed all over his body and finally got his head chopped off, right? But he immediately just grabbed his head and put it back in place like nothing had happened. So, unless the injury damages him really seriously, he's able to regenerate without using any blood, right? Now, there aren't a lot of speed feats that are shown in Chainsaw Man, the manga itself. But if I were to guess, Denji would be as nearly as fast as a bullet, right? That's how I guess it, right? From seeing all the devils that he has defeated and all his fight, that's where I would put Denji's speed limit at. The reason I can't confirm it to be any higher is because Denji's fighting style usually doesn't involve dodging at all. He's a very barbaric fighter, right? He usually guts and glory type of fighter. He doesn't go for dodging or anything. Lastly, I wanted to talk about Denji's battle IQ. And it might be the highest in the entirety of Chainsaw Man, He's literally insane. He outsmarted Katana Man by making him go for his head chainsaw. You attack with explosions, Denji will drown you in the ocean. You attack with the power of darkness, Denji lights himself on fire and attacks you with the power of light. His statement, right? Denji outsmarted someone as witty as Makima. Makima was able to defeat the hero of hell himself with her schemes. It's insane. It's insane how smart this kid is when it comes to fighting. He also immediately figured out a way to try and escape the aging devil's pocket dimension, And there we have it. All things considered, right? I'll put Denji in, drum rolls please, A tier. Yep, that's where I would put Denji in, because I honestly believe that he deserves A tier after seeing all of his fights, all of his battle tactics and everything. I think Denji deserves to be an A tier. Hope you guys liked that video, right? And yeah, that was a really cool video to make. I had fun making that. It was the first time I made a video like that. Well, I'm new at YouTube, so I'm making a lot of videos, a lot of different type of videos for the first time. But yeah, man, and if you have any disagreements with how I power scaled Denji, and if you feel like he should be higher or lower in the tier list, let me know in the comments, right? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, and if you're watching till the end, I'm very grateful, right? Seriously, if you are watching to this point of the video, I'm very grateful to you. Also, if you liked the video, give me a like and subscribe, right? Yeah. And I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you for the next video. Peace, y'all.